Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Sense of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance review. I'm going to touch on a house that I love, that you've seen me review probably half a dozen times at this point. One of my favorite fragrance houses, if not favorite fragrance house, and I say that many times. But this is going to be the house of Jacques Bogart, and we're going to review Bogart Pour Homme. So Bogart Pour Homme. This has come out in 2004. So not a classic, but it's from a house that I think makes a lot of classics too. So as always, we'll look at the presentation. I'll talk about the notes of this fragrance, talk about its performance on my skin, and I'll give my overall thoughts, and then we'll give the overall rating for the fragrance as a whole. So, without wasting any more time, we'll take a look at the presentation for Bogart Pour Homme from Jacques Bogart. So it's funny with the name, just Bogart Pour Homme. I had assumed when I first heard about this fragrance house that this was one of their first fragrances, but it really wasn't. The Bogart signature was actually their first fragrance, from what I understand. At least one of the more popular ones. They've had a lot of ones that are discontinued, that are no longer made, that may have been older than Bogart's signature. But this one, Bogart Pour Homme, again, came out in 2004 too. So presentation, we'll take a look at the box here. It's got this kind of gray box. You can see, pretty simple box. Bogart B at the top, Bogart B at the top, on the top of the box, and a silver wraparound that says Bogart Pour Homme. That'll go all the way around the box, as you can see. On the back, you have some brand information. On the bottom, you have your barcode and your batch code. And back to the front, you have Jacques Bogart, Paris there. It's an eau de toilette concentration. It's 100 ml. They have the 3.3 ounce. And on the bottom, again, I think I mentioned that one too. So pretty simple box. What's interesting about this box is it is skin tight to the bottle. The bottle, there's very little room. A lot of the Bogart fragrances I have, the boxes are much bigger. If you've seen the review I did on Bogart Signature, the box is like that thick and the bottle's very thin. Whereas this is not the case with this one. So we'll open it up. It opens up from the top. There is not a Bogart pattern on the inside like there is on a lot of other ones. So a little bit of a more plain box here. Maybe they just wanted to go for that look. Take a look at the bottle. Bottle's pretty cool. So it is transparent. It is see-through. You can see right through it here. It's got this nice chrome silver wrap around here to the bottom, the top of the fragrance, bottom of the sprayer. Again, the sprayer is built in, so you can see there. That's where it is on the top. That's where the button is. Here's the back. Simple bottle. Really, all it says here is Bogart Pour Homme, and then Jacques Bogart Paris. On the bottom, it's all embossed. It's in the glass, which is nice. So this is a quality bottle. It's nice, thick glass. You don't have to worry about it breaking if you were to knock it over. If you dropped it from really high up, again, that might break it. But, the sprayer, it's not shaky. You can hold it by here. It's not going to fall off. And you got the Bogart B right there in the center as well, too. So pretty cool bottle. And again, you can see how much juice. I've started to wear it more often now that it's cold. I kind of sat on this for a while. I actually got it in the summertime, but like I did with a lot of fragrances that, were more suited for the colder weather. So I've been wearing it a lot now. And this is why I definitely wanted to make sure I reviewed it. So let's take a look at the distribution. So I'll spray it on my skin. Wow, that's a lot. A lot comes out there, too. It's a nice, huge burst of fragrance. So the notes of this fragrance, the top notes, not a very complex note breakdown, which I actually like. Top notes, we got lavender, bergamot. Middle, you have orange blossom, lily of the valley, and rose. And in the base, you got patchouli, musk, oak moss, and cedar. Definitely a lavender, a lot of lavender. You gotta like lavender if you like this fragrance. That's what I get the most out of all the notes that I listed. The performance on this is excellent. I get 10 plus hours, no doubt, with this fragrance. The projection is very strong. You got to be careful where you wear this. The sillage, you're going to get at least 2 to 3 hours of a nice scent trail. Projection is going to be 3 to 4 hours, probably closer to the 4-hour mark. And the dry down is very strong too. You're going to get several hours of like a scent bubble. I would say 2.5 arm distance length. So still projects. You can't really knock the performance on this fragrance at all. So that's an awesome thing. Most Bogart fragrances are like that. They're going to be high performers. You don't have to worry about them becoming a skin scent really quickly. Some of their ones from the 90s are a little bit like that, like Eau Fresh. That one's performance isn't the best, but it's not terrible. It's still like a 6+ hour fragrance, but this is absolutely a 10+ hour. So what's interesting about this one, I really enjoy it. My thoughts now on this fragrance is I really, really like it. The smell is curious to me because I get notes that aren't in the fragrance. I get a cherry vanilla, almost light tobacco. The fragrance reminds me a lot of a scent that I also enjoy from another house, the house of Thierry Mugler, and it is Pure Havane. So this one is a lot like Pure Havane, but without that Angel Men DNA. So And I actually like that because some of these, they all at the end smell the same to me, and they're way more expensive than the Bogart fragrances. So I'm not sure. I don't, I'm sure there's going to be a debate into, about which one people like better, if they like Bogart Pour Homme or if they like Pure Havane. But anyway, I'm going to put this one aside. This is not what that review's about. So either way, the lavender is, pretty present in the beginning, but I definitely get that cherry vanilla tobacco scent, and it's very nice, and it's perfect for colder weather. The performance is awesome, so you really got to be careful if you wear this, where you wear this, is what I meant to say. So if you're going to wear it to work, which I would not recommend, I think it's too strong for work. You're going to fill your office, fill your cubicle, and it might become cloying, especially if older people don't like that sweetness. And this has sweetness in it. Normally, I don't like that, but for whatever reason, I do enjoy it on this fragrance too. And I use about 2 sprays max. I would say, again, age range for this, between your 20s and 30s would wear it. I don't think an older crowd would like this as much. It seems there'll be a little bit more of a, in that young age range frame. So, because of the sweetness, again, 2 sprays. Don't wear it in warm weather by any means. I think you could wear it out if you wanted to. It could be somewhat of a casual fragrance. Or a date night maybe. I don't think at a formal event where you're wearing a suit and tie, I wouldn't necessarily wear this one. Although it has the performance for that as well. But again, just as an application on this, if, depending on where you wear it, you don't want to wear it too much because it could be a little bit overpowering due to its strength, which, is a good thing for performance. You want fragrances that are going to be noticed because that's why we wear them. And we wear them so we can smell them ourselves as well because it smells nice. So overall rating for Bogart Pour Homme. Presentation, I'm going to give it an 8. I love the sucker for the built-in sprayer. I like the box. It's sleek. It's not gaudy. Performance is a 9.5 out of 10. This thing is, almost perfect. I think if it were any stronger, I might not like it as much. And the smell, the smell's very good, but a lot of the notes I don't detect, and I detect things that aren't in there. So sometimes I don't like when that happens. So I'm going to give the smell a 7.5 out of 10. So the overall rating for Bogart Pour Homme is a solid 8. Good score. Really good score. So check this one out. If you're a Jacques Bogart fan, this is a must-own. It's not expensive. That's another huge plus. You can have it, for under the $50 range for sure. I forget what I paid for it because I got it a little while ago. But this is an excellent scent, and it smells really, really nice, and it projects and lasts really long time. So let me know what you guys think about this fragrance or any other Jacques Bogart one. But I would like to hear what everyone thinks about Bogart Pour Homme. If they own it, if they were thinking about getting it, if they have Pure Havane by Thierry Mugler and decided, I don't need this one, or vice versa. If you do have this one, maybe you can hold off and save some money on getting, Pure Havane. They do have a couple of products that work with this too. I have a body wash. It's actually a hair and body wash. You can see again, it's only a 3.3 ounce, so 100 ml. But you could use it sparingly when you decide to wear it. You want to pair. It would make this last even longer if that's possible. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what your thoughts are, and like, share, and subscribe these videos so we can keep making them. Thanks so much.